Welcome back to your cyber news roundup. In today's video, we got a lot to cover. The UK's legal aid agency just getting hacked, to Coinbase pulling a GigaChad move, to even a new HTT botnet attack, basically a DDoS next level attack on the gaming industry, to even Valve updating everyone on the 90 million people that got hacked. Yeah, there's a lot to cover in today's breach report. Alright, starting off strong, the legal aid agency here in the UK just got hacked. Like, who would have expected that? These agencies with a lot of sensitive data need a lot of protection. But in this case, that wasn't a problem for these hackers. The group that carried out the cyber attacks accessed 2.1 million pieces of data, allegedly, which they had said. Now, of course, this could be a lot more or this could be a lot less. Who knows? They could pull out the Uno reverse card and say, hey guys, it's not 2.1, it's around 5 million. Now, of course, this is bad in a lot of ways because the legal aid agency here in the UK holds a lot of sensitive data. National insurance number, criminal history, dates of births, and all the important information from even financial standpoint. This, a place like this, an agency like this, shouldn't be getting hacked. I'll be honest with you. If my data was on here, not like it isn't because I'm an innocent bystander, but that just makes it insanely vulnerable to just have your data in one place for someone to come along and be like, what am I going to do today? I want all that information. Here we go. Let's get straight to it. Moving on, let's talk about Coinbase. Now, you may have heard a few days ago that they were allegedly hacked with a lot of information getting leaked. Now, of course, this affects a couple 100,000 people, about 1% of Coinbase's active users, but they wanted about 20 million in return. And Coinbase, being the absolute gigachads they are, they turned around and said, no. Instead, we're going to put a bounty on you for 20 million. And you may be asking, Dan, what did they end up taking? Now, of course, like always, it's ended up being the most important things and the most sensitive information. Things like names, addresses, phones, emails, fine, you might get spammed a little bit, but who cares? That's on Coinbase. You also get your social security, but only the last 4 digits, masked bank accounts, government ID images, so they know who you are. They literally have an image of you. That's a bit weird, I can't lie. Account data and corporate and all the other random stuff. So quite a lot of documents, quite a lot of sensitive information. Not as bad as the previous one, but not as good either. Coinbase also did come out with another GigaChad move and said they're going to reimburse anyone who is affected by this after their announcement. So if you were affected before they actually publicly acknowledged it, then yeah, you may be able to get something in return. So if you're part of that small percent, it's probably bittersweet for you. Your information's out there, but you could get something in return, I guess. Also, there's a new report coming out that cybersecurity researchers have seen a new type of malware, which has been attacking the gaming industry. Out of all the industries, just leave the gaming one alone, please. They already can't produce enough good games as it is, so to get a DDoS attacked is just, it wouldn't help them. It would make the game even worse. A new HTTP botnet, that was a stupid name, launches 200 plus precise DDoS attacks. Now, of course, this is Windows based only, so if you're on Linux or Mac OS, you're happy, you can carry on with your life with a smile on your face, unless you have to use the Linux terminal. But this is a very high precision attack because the HTTP bot marks a paradigm shift in the DDoS attacks, moving from indiscriminate traffic suppression to high precision business strangulation. It's expected to have no less than 200 attacks since the start of April 2025, and once installed and run, the malware conceals, so it's really difficult to basically detect. Of course, it executes and floods attacks against specific targets. So overall, just an average day in the office. Just be aware of it, and if you're a gaming company or you're in that sector, just be aware of this because it is pretty bad. Valve came out and finally addressed their alleged Steam hacks and actually clarifies the situation for us. So if you don't know, over the last few days, there was a report saying that a lot of Steam accounts, in precise about 89 million, were actually revealed. That and probably includes me and you. So yeah, you probably want to prick up your ears real quick and have a quick listen at this. So on the dark web, don't know, don't care, never been, I don't intend to go either, that they were selling 89 million accounts data. However, yesterday Valve came out and said this was not a breach of Steam systems and that they don't have access to anything important. You may be asking, Dan, what do they actually have access to? A lot of useless information. Things like one-time codes. Do you know when you get like a code that comes through on your phone which is used once and only specific to you? Things like that got leaked. Now, of course, that is no importance whatsoever because once that code is redeemed, it's gone. It has no effect on anything else. Plus, apparently, phone numbers weren't even leaked either, or any connection to it whatsoever. But if you do get a dodgy message, they said, yeah, probably report it and block the number. So not as bad as people thought, because 89 million people's data, imagine all their emails got taken. That would be a lot worse. But yeah, and that concludes this week. It's been quite intense. Yeah, a lot gone on, but that's the usual. If you did enjoy, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.